go, Charlie. Let's go, Charlie. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Oh my
Charlie.
God! It's the Cringe Binge Podcast. Holy fuck! Welcome. It's Charlie. I am also here with Jarrett.
It's me.
Holy fuck! Is that Alberto?
Yeah, it is.
I'm beginning to regret opening the episode like this. we
This
got
is absolutely part of the episode.
yeah.
This is the way we start it.
We got Nick.
Yeah, I'm here too, guys. All right. So, moving past that, welcome back. This is the 5th episode of the Cringe Binge Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get an applause for that. Anyway. So today we are going to talk about the Sonic 2 movie.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, there's two of them?
There is 2 movies.
Who'da
One that
thought?
came out like 2018.
Yeah.
And then one that came out
something like that.
2022. I might be wrong on the date. Maybe it was 2019.
I think it was
No,
2018.
If only we
no,
had,
it wasn't
like,
2018. It
handheld
was
devices that
2020.
we could
It
look
was
up
2020.
information on.
No, it was not
Yeah,
2020. I know that.
Couldn't be me.
I'm pretty. I think it was 2020. Like the Sonic
my
movie didn't come
gosh.
out. The Sonic movie didn't come out.
It was January 2020. That's what it was.
Boom.
I felt like it was 2019.
Yeah, because I remember like when I fought.
January
Fuck, I
is
can't speak.
January is usually a really bad month for movies, and the first Sonic movie performed very well.
January,
Well,
February.
January
is
like
normally, yeah.
in January, COVID didn't really hit that bad in the
But
United States.
I'm speaking like in ye old era of normalcy.
Classically.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like normally movies don't perform well when they're released in January.
That's a fair point.
So if there are movies that come out, they're typically considered to be.
I mean, I
the
think
company had no faith in them, so they're being dumped.
I think they were kind of going for like late January. I think it came out like late January
Mm-hmm.
because I remember watching it on Valentine's Day, and it was fun. Like the first Sonic movie,
Were you there with your Sonic body pillow?
no, well,
He left that at home.
no,
No, he did have it in a seat with him. He
but
bought
I
a second
did.
ticket.
But basically, that's regardless of the point. I feel like the Sonic movie did really well as like a video game movie compared to the Mario movie that came out in 1991 and a lot of other video game movies that weren't taken as seriously. It's kind of interesting to see that video game movies are taken more seriously and they're actually following through with the material. Something I found out from the Sonic movie or the Mario movie in 1991, the director intentionally changed the whole structure of Mario just so he could fit in his own story of what the Mario games are supposed to be.
Yeah.
So he was saying, "Oh, that's not canon. Like what we
Yeah.
have is canon."
Yeah, he literally said, The games are not canon, and I am creating what is now going to be canon because I don't want to research the Mario games to make an accurate movie."
Precisely. And there were like 3, maybe 4 Mario games that came out at that time.
I think it was it had been Mario Land. Like Mario Land was the last game that came out before the movie came out.
Or maybe it was like slightly
the Game
before.
Boy?
Yeah, Mario. Oh yeah, Mario Land, the
Mario
Game Boy
Land,
one.
yeah.
I was
Super
thinking Mario
Land
World.
for Game Boy.
Yeah.
Super Mario World. That was.
That was where Daisy was.
That's
was
SNES.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah, Super Nintendo, but Mario Land had come out before the movie did.
That's where Daisy came from in the movie.
yes.
But regardless of that, the Sonic movie, the first one, everyone was happy with it. It was a good Sonic movie, and we're gonna ignore the fact, or maybe let's not ignore the fact that the design of the Sonic character.
Yeah,
was disgusting.
everyone was almost not happy with that movie.
No,
Yeah.
well, at first when they first introduced the first trailer, whenever.
Oh, we weren't gonna do it. Oh,
No.
okay.
So like the design of Sonic was
No.
god
context
awful,
for
and
our
I
audio
think the
listeners.
movie would have been
All of our
like
listeners.
would have tanked super heavily if they didn't change the design.
Oh, dude, no one
And a
would-
bunch
no one
of
would have seen
fucking
it.
nerds just went, "Hey, the Sonic design looks like fucking garbage. Can you change it?"
My name is Sonic.
Well, it wasn't just the fans.
meow.
Everybody was just like, no.
Why did he have teeth?
Yeah, like Ben.
Have teeth
I
like that.
think I could be wrong, but I think I don't remember if he ever said it in an interview, but I'm pretty sure even Ben Schwartz was just like, "No, this doesn't look right."
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he hadn't seen it because all he did was the voice acting work.
Yeah.
And so when they finally dropped the trailer, he's like, "That's what that looks like."
Speaking of voice acting, I am very happy with the fact that they brought the video game voice actor for Tails to be the voice actor.
Yeah, I was
Was it
happy
actually?
for that.
Yeah. The Tails in the movie is the same as Tails in the game.
But they have so many different voice actors for Tails. Like, is it the one from Sonic Boom?
No, it's the one from the TV show. Yeah.
Sonic Boom. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know Ben Schwartz also stars as Sonic in Sonic Boom.
What?
No, there's
Are
a
you
different.
sure?
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the video games.
No, the video games and
No, I thought that was
the
Roger.
video games and the TV show have their own Sonic voice actor, and the movies have Ben Schwartz.
Yeah,
Are you
I'm pretty sure it's Roger Craig Smith that does.
Yeah, Roger.
that.
I don't have
Roger Craig Smith is the voice actor in the TV show and the games, and Ben Schwartz is for the movies.
They sound very similar though.
That's I think.
Yeah, it's Roger.
I think
Oh, okay.
Ben Schwartz was trying to emulate Roger.
Mhm.
I have
Yeah, it was
no-
basically kind of
I have
similar.
very little prior experience with Sonic whatsoever. Like, I think I've played bits and pieces of the first 3 games for the Genesis, and the new one
We
That
don't
was
talk
8
about 3D Sonic.
that was 16.
There's
the new
some
one
3D
that was
Sonic games that are
16-bit.
actually banging.
Oh,
though.
there's only 3 Sonic 3D games that I'm only okay with. That is Sonic Adventure,
Mhm.
Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic Heroes.
I also
all the
played
other
Sonic,
ones I'm like,
Hero-
Sonic
no,
Heroes.
I
Are you
disagree with
kidding
that
me?
one.
I love
Sonic
Okay,
Heroes was terrible.
So here's
I did
here's-
play the one on the PS4 as well, the one that came out that was also
Sonic Mania?
16-bit. Sonic Mania. Yeah, that one
Yeah,
was
that one
really
was a
good.
good
Sonic
one.
Mania is good. So the 3D Sonic games that I enjoy, this is going to be controversial, but what about Sonic isn't ever controversial?
Yeah, true.
That is
Um,
true.
So the 3D Sonic games that I enjoy are Sonic Adventures DX, because like some of them I enjoy just because they're garbage.
Wasn't that the second one just remade on the GameCube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's absolute garbage, and I love it for that sake. Sonic 06 for the same reason, because it's fucking garbage. Sonic Colors, not the remake, the original Sonic Colors.
Mm-hmm.
And Sonic Forces, which was very controversial
Mm.
because like it wasn't bad enough to be.
They just made you an OC. Like the thing with Sonic, they made OCs, like since Sonic like DX.
They know who their
basically.
target audience is.
Exactly,
Sonic
and they
is
made
borderline
OCs.
furry.
Not to imply that I am a furry, but like I guarantee you 90% of the people who bought Sonic Forces are furries.
Yeah, pretty much, because they could just design their own character,
Yeah.
and it
Mhm.
played
Which
very
they had already
wonkily.
been doing
Yeah,
just on the internet with
For-
less oversight.
I think for Sonic games, like the 3D Sonic games, the controversial picks for me, Sonic Adventure, the first one, except the Big the Cat levels. My God, I never played
Yep.
those.
Nobody did.
They were boring. Oh, the Froggy!
Froggy,
Froggy!
where'd the Froggy go?
Oh no!
Froggy has the Chaos Emerald.
Why does Froggy have the Chaos Emerald? Oh hey Sonic!
Yeah.
Froggy!
Froggy.
Why does this sound so familiar?
Because it's Big the Cat.
I've never. Who?
The only other game he appears in is Sonic Heroes.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic X. I watched that cartoon. I
Oh,
watched,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
half
they
of
had.
that
Oh,
show
Sonic
on
X.
Saturday
He
mornings.
does. Sonic is Big the Cat in Sonic X?
I've
I
only
think
seen
so.
like
I
2
feel like he
episodes that I had
is.
on DVD for that show.
But like the only games he appears in besides like no, it's Sonic Adventures, and then he's also in Sonic Heroes.
Yeah.
If it wasn't
he's
that,
not
then
in
it might have
Sonic
been like
Adventure
an Olympic sport.
Sonic Underground.
Uh,
Oh, he is in Sonic and Mario Olympics.
Is he?
He's
Yeah.
he's in the
Maybe.
Rio game. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
one I
but
had.
isn't he a
That could've been
background
it.
character?
He's in the he's in Sonic and Mario at the Rio Olympics.
I don't know. For whatever reason, you putting on the voice and going Froggy,
Froggy.
like
That's what he
triggered
does.
something in my mind, and I was like,
But yeah, so
What?
Sonic Adventure, you know, a lot of people kind of harp on the werewolves or the
Sonic Unleashed.
yeah, Sonic
The music
Unleashed
is
a good-
music is banger. The game
Yeah,
is
it
pretty
is
meh.
banger. The music to that game is fucking banger. And
Sonic music is just good.
no, like
Yeah.
in general, like
Mhm.
the one thing I will say consistently throughout Sonic's history is that the music is always super fucking good. It's always so iconic.
okay, but how
That-
did
that
you like
rem-
the movie soundtrack?
Okay. Before we get to that, I have a video of me dancing to a Sonic Unleashed track, and I need to send it to you guys.
Oh,
You're
Sonic
I'm
Unleashed.
just gonna put it up in the
I
video.
tot-
Here it is.
totally forgot about Sonic Unleashed. I love Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah, we don't talk about the one with the knight though. That.
Oh,
yeah.
Sonic and the Black Knight.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
What
You
about
know,
the,
Sonic-
Isn't there also one with a genie?
Yeah, Sonic and the Secret Rings. I was gonna get to
Oh,
that.
right.
So the controls suck, but I don't know. Like there was this one mini game part in the game that was just kind of fun to me. I don't know why.
So those two games, Sonic and the Secret Rings and Sonic and the Black Knight, were supposed to be part of a series
Yeah.
of like they were gonna do like classic fairy tales and legends, but with Sonic characters.
Yep.
And then they released those two. Everyone hated them, and they were like, okay, maybe not.
Yeah, Black
what?
Knight's like
Screw
one of
that.
the worst ones. Sonic and the Secret Rings is slowly becoming one, like said to be one of the worst. But
And then they made.
that's our experience with the Sonic games. Jared over here has not played many of the Sonic games, and that's fine because I never watched a Star Wars
The
movie
first-
before this.
Okay, hang on. Before we get into the movie, what was your first exposure to Sonic? So, my first exposure to Sonic was Sonic Underground, because
Oh, yeah.
my parents were just looking for something to, like, when I was a kid at home, and they didn't, like, want me to be going crazy around the house, and they just sat me in front of the TV. And so one of the VHS tapes they bought to distract me was like a however many episodes worth of Sonic Underground on a single VHS tape.
Didn't Jaleel White voice all three of those characters
I
too?
think so.
'Cause
I
I remember
can't
that he voiced the girl, but I think he also voiced the green dude.
I can't remember.
It's kind of interesting to think fucking Steve Urkel over here voiced Sonic for a brief period of time in the cartoons. If you must know,
What?
Jared, did you know that?
No.
Yeah, it's
Was-
really funny.
Was Urkel Sonic in Sonic Underground?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't. He was Sonic Underground in like the first Sonic cartoon where he's like, "Doing drugs, that's no good."
Oh, right.
That's him.
Uh,
My first exposure to Sonic was basically just the first.
Don't do
game.
drugs. Let me do them.
It was just the first game. I think it was like a port from the GameCube.
wow.
And the Wii games, the Sonic and the Secret Wings, Sonic and the Secret Ring.
Sonic doesn't eat wings. He eats chili dogs.
Yeah.
So my first exposure to like actual Sonic stuff, because everybody knows Sonic, just like everybody knows Yoda, everybody knows Vader, stuff like that.
Mhm.
But my first like actual exposure was actually Sonic Generations when that came out, because that was a
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
banger game. I totally forgot about that one. It was
That's-
that game, and then there was another game on the DS that was really stupid. It was like an RPG instead of a regular Sonic game. It was really stupid.
Well, a
I
lot
think
of
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
a lot of the 3D Sonics have have like a minimum RPG element to them, because Sonic Forces has a little bit of RPG going on in there in
My f-
terms of like customization and leveling up and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, it just didn't
Yeah,
like
the new Sonic games, like in like the 2000s, like late 2000s, they would do that. I remember in Sonic and the Secret Rings, if you did some levels, you get more abilities, and Sonic Unleashed, you could unlock more moves for the fucking werehog.
It's called the Werehog. I totally forgot. It's so dumb.
But anyway,
And why? Okay. No, you're gonna get into what your exposure
Yeah.
for Sonic was.
Probably, I was aware of Sonic prior to this, but I knew nothing about him, and it was probably Sonic X, like I was talking about,
Mhm.
just because I saw it and I was like, I don't think I've ever seen or played anything Sonic related, and so I got kind of watched that show on and off, and I kind of fell off of that, and then that's what made me play the original 3 games, and then Sonic Mania when it came out. I was like, that looks fun, and it was really fun.
I didn't start playing Sonic until years after I learned who Sonic was, because like my first video game was fucking Speed Racer for the Wii, and like it's just
What a classic that was, am I right?
it was Mario Kart but without power ups.
That
Oh, that's
sounds
disgusting.
lame.
Yeah, pretty
that does sound
much.
pretty lame.
all right.
But like I think they kind of made up for it with the fact that the tracks were absolutely insane to race on.
I bet.
Anyway,
So
Sonic
2,
movie.
the
So
movie.
that's
Sonic to the movie.
We have been going on for everything except Sonic 2 the movie for almost 15 minutes now.
yay!
Yay!
Let's
Okay,
keep-
so let's go for the Sonic movie. Like, what are your thoughts on the Sonic 2 movie?
All right, let's start character-wise.
All right. Sonic, Ben Schwartz, he's fantastic in the role, I think.
Hmm.
I don't think he is. He is good.
No, I can tell you straight up, Idris Elba freaking stole my heart in this movie.
Okay, Idris Elba as Knuckles. Like, you know how people joke about how like Ryan Reynolds is the one guy that straight guys fall in love with.
Yeah.
Idris Elba is like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Idris Elba's voice is.
I
Like,
didn't know he was British. Like they did, like when you first come into the movie, he's just like, "Thank you for watching the Sonic movie," but he does it in the cool like dark voice that he has. But like like he's British. I didn't fucking know he was
Idris
British.
Elba has like one of those voices that you could just like. He could be doing a fucking.
My power.
Idris Elba could be doing a podcast on.
Everybody with these mic stands right
Yeah.
now.
Idris Elba could be doing a podcast narrating the drying of paint on a wall, and I would listen to it for hours because his voice is just that good.
I remember hearing from other people's reviews that they felt that Elba didn't have a lot to do. Not the character in the movie, but with how he played the character. He didn't have much other than you're basically Drax. And you've got like this really like this real hard on for Sonic.
But
Okay,
It's not a hard on.
They-
That's
they
hard on as
That's
in like
Tails. That is
no.
Tails.
Hard
They-
on as in like he really like obsessed with him.
What I found interesting was they used the Knuckles from Sonic Adventures instead of modern Knuckles, because modern Knuckles is a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Yep. That,
Sonic
Well,
Boom.
I think I think they were trying to go for Sonic 2 Knuckles,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Sonic 2, like Knuckles
not Sonic Adventure, because
yeah.
Sonic Adventure Knuckles is just as dumb.
No, Sonic Adventure Knuckles is still stoic. He
no,
still has,
he's just like, I gotta protect the Master Emerald.
yeah, exactly.
But he's still a fucking idiot.
No, he's
But
not.
like Sonic Adventure Knuckles is a stoic warrior who has one thing he needs to do, which is to protect the emerald, and they used that Knuckles, and I was very surprised they used that Knuckles instead of fucking, like, idiot Sonic Boom Knuckles.
Well, it's just a different character, and like we're kind of used to Knuckles
kind
being
of an idiot
being
there
an
in
idiot,
pieces.
but like for the most part, whenever he was first introduced in the '90s, he was kind of just like the cooler, like it was basically like the Shadow version of
He was-
Sonic at that time. It was just like the counterpart of Sonic. He was like
Yeah.
a rival at first.
And he does have idiot moments.
Yeah.
But they're more like I said, like Drax. Like there's a hologram on the table, and he's like like Eggman's like
Yeah.
pinching at it, like he's gonna hurt the thing, and then
He-
Knuckles just goes and kills it, and
I
he's
have
like,
smashed the small hedgehog.
the small
You lose
hedgehog is
small-
vanquished.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
It's
like it's not that
Bruh.
it's not that Sonic Adventures Knuckles and by association Sonic 2 Knuckles is an idiot. He just doesn't know.
True.
It's
Right.
like if you don't know something, that's not the same as knowing something but being an idiot. Like
Drax.
No, but like
Yeah.
the modern Sonic Knuckles, he's just an idiot. But like this one, yeah, I could see him being like a stoic warrior. I mean, that was basically his cause. That's why he wasn't like hateable, or like he wasn't like a villain per se. He was just kind of split between the two because you knew his intention was in the right place, but he was just going about it like in a bad way because he just wouldn't listen to Sonic because
Right.
Sonic's annoying.
speaking of
He's a
hateable,
child.
speaking of hateable, let's talk about that dance scene.
Oh.
Dear God.
Well, first
Okay.
of all, let's
No,
point
no.
out in the first movie we saw Sonic floss, and in this movie we saw Eggman floss.
Okay, besides those two little caveats, that was the
The dance scene felt the most out of place.
Yeah.
I can stand a
definitely.
2-second floss real quick and then we move on. But that was like 5 minutes. Like that
fucking-
was like a main plot point. It was
So-
like Sonic and this Russian guy are gonna have a dance off.
It
for
was
the map.
Bulgarian.
It's like,
you
please, for the love of God,
it
don't.
was Siberia, you fucking
It was
dumbass. You're
Siberia.
both
It's
wrong.
in Russia. Siberia is Russia.
It was
No, Siberia doesn't want to be Russia.
But it is.
Russia
It's
makes
not.
the only reason Siberia is Russia is because Russia says so.
Whether you like it or not, Siberia is in Russia.
Okay,
No.
so does that mean that Ukraine is now Russia because
No.
Russia thinks that Ukraine is Russia?
Okay.
No, it
Okay.
doesn't work that way.
Well, okay, but the only part of the movie for me that is unbearable to watch, every other part of the movie, I very much enjoyed. I very much enjoyed the whole movie except that one scene.
Yeah, that scene like when I like throughout the movie it was like okay, it's all right. Like you got Sonic just trying to basically figure out what the heck is going on and why Robotnik is Robotnik's back basically,
yeah.
and then Tails is just like, you have to get the Master Emerald, and then like he's trying to figure out who Tails is.
Have you ever considered being a voice actor?
Yeah.
Then don't consider it anymore.
Oh.
Dang.
Okay. And this is what I was talking with Nick about earlier, but we had these two people in front of us when we went to go see this movie.
Oh,
At the end of it, the guy stood up and turned around and looked at me and he said, "I loved you," while we were sitting here watching this movie, because I kept like making little comments because I couldn't stand bits and pieces of it. When the dance scene, I went, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I was sitting next to you, and we were both riffing.
And there's this scene that we'll probably get into more later, but like they're in the middle of a wedding.
Oh,
No,
the wedding
it-
scene.
Okay, hang on. No, not that,
We'll
not that,
get
not
to
that,
that in a
not that.
bit.
They were in the middle of a big fight sequence where Knuckles is chasing Sonic down this mountain, and there's snow, and it's crazy. And then they cut to the wedding scene, and I went, "Oh my god, I literally do not care." Because all of a sudden, it's the dude who's like Sonic's best friend, like complaining. He's like, "Oh my god, where's the ring?" Or something
Yeah.
about the wedding. And I went, "Oh my god, we were literally on a ski slope with Sonic. Go back."
Fucking Sonic.
And I could hear the person in front of us going,
But like when the what's her face, the bride, the sassy bride.
Oh, the sassy bride.
Let's just call her that. I don't remember her name.
"Neither do I. That's not the point."
Okay, but when
I don't.
None of the human characters are important in this
Well, except
plot.
for
Yeah.
Tom. I love Tom.
Tom's great, but the only human character that's important is Robotnik. Fuck, when she's holding the little itty bitty tiny gun at Olive Garden guy, that's what they call him in the movie. His name is Olive Garden guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
And
Yes, it
I
is.
bet you that's his credit name too.
I wasn't paying attention to the credits.
In the credits, I guarantee you, it's Olive Garden guy.
Yeah.
3 capital.
Yeah, but when she's holding the little Tails' little pistol at the Olive Garden guy, and she's like, she fucking shoots it off and it obliterates the cake. She's like, "I guess it works." And then as soon as fucking Toned Muscles, fucking Criminal Minds motherfucker comes on the scene, she fucking drops the gun, and I'm like, I almost stood up out of my seat, but I screamed, "Why the fuck did you drop the gun?" And
Mind you, there were kids a couple rows in front, like 6 rows in front of us down to the right, and he went audibly and said, "Why the fuck did you drop the gun?"
and like the people in front of us lost it. And it was so funny.
Yeah.
This movie though.
How did they
it's
get
just
the dude
funny.
from Criminal Minds? I
Exa-
want to know what the pitch was. They're like, "Dude,
You just need to be
Sonic
a hot
the Hedgehog 2," and he went, "I'm in."
Yeah.
And it's just like, but you play a human character who's gonna get married, but
You
and
play
then-
literally the same character you do in Criminal Minds. That's the joke.
Yeah.
But you're
That is
also
literally the
undercover
joke.
as the
It's so
fiance
dumb.
of this one, like,
The character who wasn't even the character who wasn't even part of the C plot in the first movie is part of the B plot in the second movie.
before, like, they're at the beginning. There's this gag with, like, the wedding rings.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as
you
the
called it.
girl left with the pillow where she was carrying the rings, they're like, "You're doing a very good job." And then he did a little silly magic trick. It's cute. As soon as she walked away, I went, "Oh my god, he put the Sonic ring on the pillow."
the
Yeah.
Sonic ring.
And then he was
That's
like,
so
"Wait, let
crazy.
me grab the ring." And he pulled it out and he's like, "Oh my god." And I said, "I knew it."
Yeah.
Oh.
You called it, man.
I was like, "Oh god."
I mean, that was kind of like, yeah,
Mm.
that was.
I think the worst part about that is just like the way he handled it afterwards. I think that's what made me mad.
He
I was
just
like,
punched the
he just
guy
punched
right
in the face instead of
Punched
just being
the
like, "I'm
fiancé in
sorry,
the
this is the
face."
wrong ring. This is the actual one.
He's
that
like,
ring is mine."
mm-hmm. He's like,
Yeah, but they have to
me
make
out.
it dramatic because
Bam.
it's a kids movie.
Yeah.
And like,
Were there
Um,
really kids there?
Yes,
And
they-
they heard me
They
say that.
I don't know if they heard you. They were on the front half of the theater. Like, you know
Okay.
how it's separated out?
Yeah.
about 10 minutes into the movie, a mother and their 2 kids walked in, went down the right side aisle, and went they were over in front of us, way over, and to the right. They probably didn't hear you, but the fact that you out loud went, "Oh, why the fuck did you drop the gun?" I sat there with my head in my hands. I was like, I
see,
hope
if we're
the
gonna-
mother and her children did not hear that.
See, if we're gonna talk about that, we need to talk about the scene that leads up to that, because that
So,
scene.
Let me just say
No,
first at the beginning of the movie, as the movie's kind of going on, I was kind of thinking, man, this movie's I can see why there's a bit of a split, because for the most part it's pretty positive with this movie, but I heard a small minority kind of being I don't like this movie, but throughout the movie up until the point where that scene happens, I was kind of this is kind of standard, and then that dance scene came up and I was like, okay, this is a kids movie. They kind of have to pander to the kids at the dance scene, and then they just fucking drop that scene on us. So basically what happens in the scene is that Sonic and Knuckles are going down this sled, and he has to call the dad, I guess. He's not the dad, but
Whatever.
His surrogate father.
his surrogate father. He has to
Tell me
call
his
him,
name.
and he's just like, "Hey, yo, I'm in trouble. Can you summon the ring?" And then the whole thing with the ring, it's swapped out, and then he punches the guy in the face. He throws the ring, and then everything just kind of goes the snow gets everywhere on Hawaii, because that's where they were getting married.
It's and then they reveal that the whole wedding was a sting operation to get Sonic. It's what the fuck?
That was
From that
basically
moment on,
saved
the
the
movie
movie.
was just amazing.
That-
The dance scene was about I guess you could say a third of the way through the movie. Up until that point, I was like, I don't know,
Okay,
this is
so-
fine. And then we
so-
got to that, I was like, I hate it. And then after from that point on, I was like, never mind. This is the best movie.
Yeah, so here's how I would rank it. Pre-wedding scene is a 5 out of 10. No, pre-dance scene is a 5 out of 10. Dance scene is a 0 out of 10. Everything after the wedding scene is a 10 out of 10.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
I think the thing that got me the most is I'm already just laughing because everyone is turning on her, and then she looks over and goes, "Let me guess, you're a part of it too." And then the priest opens up his book, and inside of the book is a taser.
Oh yeah,
And then he just does Holy Father Spirit, amen.
You should have seen just literally.
that goes against the fucking Geneva Conventions. You can't, or there's some sort of international code of law, there's some sort of international law code where you cannot,
How is that a law?
No, you're not
him
letting me
finish.
finish what the
Let
law
him
is.
finish, you
Okay.
fucker.
Okay.
There's some sort of international law that says that it is illegal for anyone during an espionage mission to imitate any religious figure.
Well, you think the kids in the movie are just they break the Geneva
They broke the Geneva Conventions of 1946.
There's
Well,
some
I
history.
don't-
There's some history buff who's 8 years old. Oh my God, that broke the Geneva Convention.
Okay, so I don't remember.
Those scoundrels at Sega.
I don't remember if it's the Geneva Convention, but there's some sort of international law that says you cannot imitate a religious figure. If you're a spy and you're going somewhere and you're gonna imitate and you're gonna disguise yourself, it is literally against international law to disguise yourself as a nun or something.
I thought what you were saying was that it's illegal to have a taser in your Bible, and I was like, what?
That's
No,
what
the
they do.
fuck is
Rednecks
that
do
thing?
all sorts of crazy things. They
Well-
sit next to their guns.
Well, I mean,
I was why is that a thing?
there's probably some sort of
The
taboo.
Geneva Convention.
There's probably some sort of Christian taboo about not cutting a hole in your Bible for a gun.
Maybe that was just a fake. That was probably just a fake Bible.
Oh no, it
Yeah.
definitely
Desecrate
was.
the holy
They're not
word, but
gonna
at
do
least I
that.
got my
Yeah,
strap on me.
but it's if you're some spy and you're in a foreign country and you have to disguise yourself as someone else, you literally cannot disguise yourself as any religious figure. You want to disguise yourself as a priest? No. A nun, a rabbi, forget about it. You can't do any of that.
Well,
shit.
yeah, they broke the
Forget
Geneva
about it.
Convention in a kids movie about a blue fucking hedgehog.
I can't remember if it's the
It
Geneva
probably wasn't the
Conventions or
Geneva
not.
Convention.
Well,
that
actually, no.
seems
It's
way
a
too
chance
big.
that it could be because they did a whole overhaul about how you can do war.
Yeah, like the Geneva Conventions weren't just the Nuremberg trials. It was like this whole thing about. No, wait, fuck.
All the kids convened on the playground one day and decided on the rules that they would abide by whenever they
No,
met.
I'm mixing up my international laws.
Peace
'cause-
treaties.
Yeah,
International peace treaties.
because the Geneva Conventions was after World War One.
They get
I
easy.
thought it was after World War II.
No, Geneva Conventions was World War One, and then
Oh, so I'm already wrong, dude.
and then the Nuremberg trials was World War Two.
So going
Sonic
back to the
2, am
Sonic
I
2
right?
movie.
How the hell do we go from Sonic 2 to the Geneva Convention logistics? Explain that to me.
Dude,
Because-
we don't question it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
So,
he
Dr. Eggman, right? What'd you think?
I love Jim Carrey.
Doc-
Carrey's
yeah.
amazing.
I
He
wish
also-
I could pull his pants down and have his babies.
Nick,
What's that?
Get the hell out.
let,
way.
tune
Go
in
mute
next.
your microphone.
Tune-
That's stupid again.
Tune in to the next episode of the Cringe Binge
Yeah,
Podcast.
let's give it an applause. Anyway,
where we don't have Nick.
Yeah, I like that idea. I just disappear.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
But,
Nick's on sabbatical because he's sucking Jim Carrey's dick.
But like legitimate answer, I love Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey did a great job as Dr. Eggman, and he like dressed the part because like in the first movie, I mean they were just introducing him. He's just like the mad scientist.
Yeah.
But then like now that like he lived in fucking Mushroom Land over here, he fucking decided I'm gonna grow the stash.
Thank you. Your admiration is inevitable.
Yeah, like he had really great lines throughout the movie. I will say Tails was sort of weird. Like not like the voice
Tails
actor.
is
The voice
always
the
weird.
voice
but I love him
actress-
to death.
the voice actress played a really good job as Tails.
Because
But how they
she is Tails.
No,
and
I know.
everything else.
Yeah.
No, I know. Like she's used to playing Tails, but the way they wrote his character is just so fucking weird.
That's how
Ta-
that's how Tails is, dude.
Tails is literally
Tails always been that
like
way.
you know there was the fucking popular kid in school, and then there was the one kid who would always follow him around to get population by proxy.
I
That's
mean,
me.
the thing is that like with, I mean, in the games they're friends, but then they just introduce Tails out of nowhere. Like it's, I don't know. It was.
It feels like
It feels like a fanboy who watched Sonic for like all his life.
Yeah,
That's the whole point. That's
Yeah,
what they said.
Tails-
That's Tails.
That's basically what they did in the
That's
movie.
his
but
literal
I just
backstory.
didn't
Yeah.
really like it.
that's his literal game's backstory.
Yeah,
is he met Sonic one day, he was a huge fan, and Sonic was like, "Yeah, you can tag along."
That's literally Tails.
That is his whole bit.
Tails does not have any character development. Tails develops his character through Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie, gave Tails the most like arc he's ever gotten since the game he was first in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first game he was in was Sonic 2.
Yeah.
Like
Ooh,
like s- the only
like the movie.
the only character trait Tails has is that he is like he's literally obsessed with Sonic.
hmm
I mean, isn't that Amy's?
No,
No.
Amy
No.
is like obsessed with Sonic.
Tails
Amy
is a fan.
Tails.
Amy is like,
A stan.
Okay, so here's
but
Ta-
reverse. Yeah.
Tails is obsessed with Sonic, and then Amy is obsessed with Sonic.
Yeah, you're not getting any context for that.
Yeah.
You get no context for that
Yeah.
laugh.
She's
better
in
for it.
love with Sonic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In love.
Speaking of
That's not the only
future
thing in
characters, we get a tease at the end of this movie.
Spoiler
who,
alert.
Charlie?
Oh, wrong one.
Well, that works. Charlie, who do we see at the end of this movie in the mid credits?
Oh, well, I can't quite remember. Isn't it? Is it not Shadow the Hedgehog?
Indeed it is,
Oh.
Charlie. Indeed it is.
ultimate life form,
Shadow
the Hedgehog.
So now my question is, who do y'all think they're gonna get to voice Shadow?
James Earl Jones.
I made the joke walking
Robert
out
Pattinson.
that it should be. Oh, who did I say it should be? Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
I on the ride home, I was like, who could actually play him? And I came up with another joke. Keanu Reeves.
Oh.
Keanu Reeves playing alongside the guy they've got for Sonic, and he's just like severe, like deep, like action hero voice, and he's like, Sonic, we have to go now. It's really important that we defeat the villain.
When I saw that
And Sonic's
they were
just like, yeah, whatever, dude.
when I saw that they were announcing Shadow, I was thinking, wouldn't it have been better if they put Idris Elba as Shadow? Like it's
No.
like he did a good job as Knuckles. Don't get me wrong; he fit Knuckles. But like, do you think that Shadow would have been a better choice?
I
Because he
think.
has like a deep voice
Well, like.
and like growly kind of.
Well, I was also making the joke that they're gonna introduce Shadow and then they're gonna also introduce Rouge.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's like.
What do you think, Nick?
It's hard because
It's
Horde.
hard.
It's Horde.
Horde.
It's Horde.
Horde.
Well, I mean, it's very odd because we don't know what direction they're going to try
Wait,
and
Nick,
take Shadow in.
Nick, hang on. Bilk.
But like,
None of you will understand what that
Yes.
means.
It's an inside joke, and you don't get to be the part of it.
but like that, I think that's the hardest part about this is we don't know specifically what direction they want to take Shadow in. So it's
Right.
hard for you to kind of typecast a character that you know nothing about.
Like at the end of
Well,
the
At least-
first movie.
well, like we know about him,
Yeah.
but we don't know because like it's kind of
Shadow,
Knuckles. where
Shadow
they-
already has developed lore within Sonic.
Yeah, like for example, at the end of the first movie, they teased Tails. They didn't tease Knuckles or, like, they kind of teased the return of Eggman, but their big reveal was we're gonna have Tails in too.
Eggman has to
And
be
then
in
Sonic the
second
Hedgehog
movie, though.
2 comes out. Then Sonic the Hedgehog 2 comes out, and Tails is like secondary to, hey, look, Eggman and Knuckles. Like that's their main bad guy, and then Tails is kind of like, yeah, I'm here too. But their tease ended up being secondary to the plot of the movie. Do you think they're gonna do that with Shadow? And it's like, ooh, look, Shadow, he's kind of here. So
So
we're gonna do something else.
No,
I will say, hold up. I will say that Jim Carrey did say that Sonic 2 might be his last movie.
He's thinking.
So
of
maybe they're
retiring,
trying to
yeah.
make it so Shadow is the main villain of the next movie.
Well, I think regardless of what they do with Eggman, I think Shadow is just going to be the next concern, and I think it's going to be not Eggman and Sonic teaming up, but it's going to be it's more of a triangle conflict more than just like a good versus evil. It's Sonic versus Eggman versus Shadow, where they're all trying to fight for.
Well, that's what
something.
happened. Oh no, wait, never mind.
In the third game, it
Oh,
was basically
wait. I just thought about something since you were talking about your alternate plot points. What if it ended up being Sonic, Shadow, and then Metal Sonic because Eggman
Oh,
is
yeah.
like, I need to find something that can fight those kids.
I
Oh,
looked up actually on when I was
totally forgot Metal.
Metal
Sonic
Sonic would be a good choice.
when I was
too.
going to my car. I was looking up people who were like discussing before the movie come out, like, what do you think the credit scene's going to be? And everybody's like, it makes the most sense for them to introduce Metal Sonic because they're going chronologically with their introduction of new characters. They did Sonic, they did Tails, they did Knuckles, and then they made Eggman in between the two movies, making him like who he is in the games.
Yeah,
They were like,
the
next they're
design
going to
at
do
least.
probably if they're going to introduce two characters, they're going to do Amy and Metal Sonic, and then in the next movie, if they somehow, heaven forbid, we get Sonic 4, but they would do Shadow and probably Rouge.
Well, they
Well,
already
then-
introduced
But they've
Shadow
already
in the
flipped that
second
around, so. But that was what a lot of people's
Maybe
Shadow,
Blaze
I
the
think-
Cat
Metal
as well.
Sonic for 3.
I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there because they're probably not going to get a Sonic 4, honestly. And so they're just trying to get the most recognizable characters into the world of the Sonic movies before it dies out.
No shot we're getting the big koala puffy man or like with Froggy.
Or Cream.
there's no way we're getting
Cream the rabbit.
Oh,
maybe.
Or-
I love Cream though.
Or frickin' the gator, the alligator.
Oh
dude.
yeah,
Vector?
Vector.
Vector.
We're
Yeah,
not
'cause here's
getting.
the
We
thing.
are not getting Vector. We are not getting Froggy. We are not. We are lucky if we get. I'm amazed we're getting Shadow.
I do have a
Froggy.
I do have like a small feel. This might be just like out of the thing that I'm thinking of Because like they have Shadow, but maybe what they would do, but this is just kind of like a thought, if they just did Vector, the Honeybee one, and Espio, because those were basically like Sonic heroes, and they came together in Sonic or in Knuckles, whatever it's called.
Sonic
Charmy.
spinoff.
Yeah, there was like a
Charmy the Bee.
Charmy the Bee.
Isn't Charmy?
That's a deep cut.
Yeah, maybe they'll introduce deep cuts. I think like the most likely is that they'll introduce Metal Sonic and obviously Shadow, which they revealed in the trailer.
No, but nobody knows who Charmy the fucking Bee is.
Well, he's paired up with Vector and Espio.
I know, but like, who the fuck is Espio? You know?
Espio's like the chameleon guy.
No, I know who he is, but like every other moviegoer is going to say, "Who the fuck is Espio?"
So here's the thing with Espio.
Why isn't Silver up there? Where's Silver the Hedgehog?
Or Silver.
I think with that I think like Espio, Vector, and Charmy the Bee would play off kind of like Bebop and Rocksteady from the Ninja Turtles movies, where they're just kind of like side villains.
Yeah,
Well,
And that's kinda how they were.
None of those characters are ever really villains.
Well, they're not
Except-
side villains.
Except Espio.
Espio, he's more like an
anti-hero.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like they would be like just they would just be there. Like they would just kind of they wouldn't add that much to the plot, but they would just be like fan service or something. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know if people really
Or
know.
like at the end of Sonic 3, it's gonna be like, oh, the
Sonic multiverse.
no what's
Dear
what-
God, no.
what I this just came into my head, and this is absolutely entirely headcanon and speculation. So, what would probably happen at the end of Sonic 3 is that somehow, through some sort of magical MacGuffin thing, the world of the whatever world Sonic lived on and Earth are going to somehow merge into one world where all the creatures coexist, and then like in the background somewhere is going to be Easter eggs of Vector, Espio, and all the other characters.
Maybe,
Maybe.
but that's just speculation. We're just kind of thinking
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
of
just
ideas, even though we're not writers.
Because weirdly enough, okay, before I don't think we talked about this. I had never seen the first Sonic movie before we went out to go see this. I actually sat down, like on my phone, and watched like the first 30 minutes of the first one. And I was like, it's alright. But I probably didn't get good until near the end. Like
yeah,
this
basically
movie did.
like this second
But
movie.
I went into it going, okay, this is good. This will be fine. The second movie, I really like this movie. I would gladly sit through a third one.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
they announced 3 with
Definitely.
Shadow, I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm in.
I mean, they had that cliffhanger. It's not like as hype of a.
I mean, they did their research. They
Yeah.
were like, oh, it's 50. Yeah, Shadow is 50 years old. Like, they did their research with that.
it's not like the
They did
last Airbender
memes.
where they just decided to throw in a cliffhanger by having
Azula show up for no
Azula
reason.
show up for no
They-
reason at the end as a cliffhanger, but then they never made a movie because The Last Airbender by M. Night Shyamalan is a goddamn travesty to humanity.
There is no live action reproduction in Bossing, say.
I need to rewatch that movie.
No, you don't.
I do.
No.
That one, I need to rewatch Dragon Ball Evolution. That's another one I need to
No.
They're
rewatch.
making a live
God,
action
no.
TV show
No.
on Netflix.
No, but they no.
All Asian cast.
No, they're making a TV show, but they're making it and they're actually doing actual research and work on it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, okay,
Last
I'm fine with
Airbender?
that. Yeah.
They're actually making like an accurate
Show.
adaptation.
Of The Last Airbender?
Yes.
Yeah,
Why?
with an all Asian cast and stuff. Because I don't know if you know this, but Avatar: The Last Airbender made bank.
Oh
When
yeah,
it came
no,
out,
it's
It was the shit when it came out.
It
no,
still
I
is.
guess
Dude,
that- and like it
I-
made
my-
it made
my
bank
sister and
whenever
I-
it came back
my
again on
my
Netflix.
sister and I, we like when the series finale came out, we spent the whole day just like absolutely when the series finale came out, my sister and I just stopped everything we were doing and just watched it, and it was like the most amazing thing that ever happened to us as kids.
I actually never saw Avatar: The Last Airbender either.
But the
Although the only thing I did see was Leaves from the Vine, that little short with
that is
Father Iroh.
so-
That's the only piece
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen, and I was like,
I will
really
say,
think I
like,
need to give this show a watch.
You do.
I think like I'm
It's
very.
one, it's one of the most intelligent children's animated series I've ever seen,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because it doesn't sugarcoat stuff. Like there's the the themes in that show are really dark for
Yeah.
a kids show.
Yeah.
There's like literally the only reason he's the last airbender is because they commit genocide.
Yeah.
Like holy shit, you know?
Yeah. I'm like a little skeptical on like what comes next for The Last Airbender. But
Hang on. Where were we with Sonic 2?
We were talking about the future of the franchise because
right,
of
right.
the reveal of
But
Shadow
I feel like
and
it
what
could
they could
definitely-
do afterwards.
Yeah.
I feel like it could definitely lead to something very special because like the movies are actually doing pretty well in the
Yeah.
box office, and they have a pretty good like fans behind the whole production, especially considering the fact that they made like fans basically were like excited about the Sonic movie. They revealed the character, and then the character turned out to look like garbage, and the fans backlashed against it. And like you already know, like the team behind it like really wants to make like the
Mhm.
best movie possible
The fact that they were
because they
willing,
changed the design.
yeah, they were willing to delay the movie an extra year because they were like, we need to rework the design and go through pretty much every shot he's in so that we make this better. And then they re-released the new design. And everybody's like, this is actually kind of cool.
I kind of want to see the original design for like
I'm
Like-
genuinely curious what the original design would have looked like for Tails and Knuckles.
Yeah,
yeah,
if they would've
exactly.
stuck
Yeah,
with it,
that's what
yeah.
I was gonna say.
If they went in the style
Or
of
Shadow,
the
for that
first
matter.
trailer.
Some fucking bipedal anomaly with
Oh,
with two
no.
tails.
Shadow would look like
Oh,
something
tiny
out of
little
Area
eyes.
51.
Big the cat.
Big the cat.
Big the cat.
Froggy.
Froggy.
He'd look like some FNAF animatronic.
he's gonna be he's
Yeah.
gonna be voiced by Kevin from The Office.
that would work.
That would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
perfect
gosh.
casting.
Fuck. What was it? Oh, we were talking about how like they do their research. They almost had. Did you like they kind of like they kind of teased the whole "Do you know Dewey" thing.
Oh yeah, they did.
Because like someone asked Knuckles, "Do you know which way it is?" or something like that in the movie, and it was like a throwaway line, but like I was like, "Oh, ooh."
And like I remember Charlie, like he was like, "You gotta go fast," and he was like, "He said the thing."
You know, I
But
just
yeah,
realized.
they did the stupid Sonic drawing meme once in both movies.
Yeah.
and both
And Dr. Eggman at the beginning goes, "I can show you the way."
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Like
yeah.
he's like,
He's
"Oh,
like-
it belongs to the little blue hedgehog on the planet Earth. If you want, I can show you the way."
No, he doesn't say Dewey. He just says, "I can show you the way." And I was like, "Oh, he said the thing."
You know, I just realized we haven't talked about this, but they just straight up do Supersonic, and I
Yeah,
was
they
I was
straight up do
actually I was
Supersonic.
actually happy with how they did it because they didn't actually make it terrible.
No,
I was
Yeah.
kind of
About
hoping
that.
for Dragon
They-
Ball Z music.
It wasn't Sonic 06 Supersonic.
Oh, we don't talk about Sonic 06. We don't even.
yeah, Sonic. Yeah.
No, but the
Never
fucking
mind.
ski the snowboarding down the mountain. That's
Yeah, that's a classic thing from Sonic. That's from Sonic 06.
yeah Sonic. Yeah, that whole
Nothing
ski,
is classic from Sonic 06.
that whole
Except
skiing down
that
the
thing.
mountain thing. That's Sonic 06.
You know, the funny thing is like that scene happened, and in my brain, I'm just thinking City Escape.
Oh yeah,
I'm just.
but like yeah, but in City, it's kind of like City. It's a mash between City Escape and
The snowboarding
and
scene.
Mhm.
I mean,
snowboarding
it's
from
not-
Sonic
I mean,
06.
I mean, in the actual like Sonic 06, they had snowboards, but in this one, it was like a piece of metal.
Yeah,
And I think that works perfect.
and then in City Escape, it was just a hunk of the helicopter that he jumps out of.
And in this one, it was
A hunk of the robot.
exactly.
Mhm.
So as far as the B plot goes, do you guys think that
Nope.
it held the story back, or
What, the marriage thing?
yeah, the whole marriage subplot in
I
Hawaii?
thought that at first, but after like the rest
until
of it,
until the two plot
until
points
they two
merged,
converged. Yeah,
that was holding the movie back.
They were also saying that
Like, what they should have done is they should have just said, "Okay, we're off to the wedding," and then not even cared about that B plot until the scenes merged
Yeah.
again.
it
Yeah,
shouldn't have
that
been
probably-
anything until like he calls him and they're at the wedding.
Yeah.
Because we already established that like
They're in Hawaii.
The stepsister like hates him.
Yeah.
I remember there was this really like tiny quibble that I read online that someone, I don't know who, but I remember someone was like angry that they didn't have a lot of the human scenes.
oh yeah, somebody was so angry they were like, they didn't do very well with developing the human characters of this movie.
I'm sorry. Is this Donut Lord the movie?
Look, I mean, they did
I
so
get
much
that
of
reference
Tom. They did so much of Tom last movie. If you want Tom, go watch the first movie.
Exactly.
That's the
Yeah.
whole point of the first
Fuck
movie.
you and your fucking.
It's
The
kind
fact is,
it's kind of like the same thing with Jurassic Park, where like people just want to see the dinosaurs. But like the thing with Jurassic Park, the only reason why like it works to have the human characters because you can't really humanize the dinosaurs
So-
because they're animals.
A perfect
Unless
example.
you do Dinosaur the movie.
No, we don't talk about that movie.
that Disney movie that nobody likes.
Yeah, but a perfect example of this is that in the new Godzilla movies. In the first new Godzilla movie, they focused more on the humans than they did Godzilla. The critics were like, "Oh my god, it's a perfect allegory for whatever the fuck. Who cares?" And then audience
Camera shots are pretty cool.
I know. No, and the critics loved it. Audiences hated it because it focused too much on the humans. And then in King of Monsters, it focuses like 98% of it is monster fights, and then the rest is just the humans interacting while the monsters fight. And critics hated it because it was a mindless monster bash.
They complained that there wasn't that the human characters were superfluous.
Yeah.
They didn't have a purpose.
Yeah, and audiences loved it because it's a mindless monster bash.
Exactly.
And so for someone to complain that the Sonic movie doesn't have enough humans in it is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Because that's the thing too. Like a Sonic movie shouldn't be taken seriously. It's just supposed to be dumb fun. Like this stupid blue hedgehog
Yeah.
just
Well,
runs
the
around.
human
Literally
He
one
tries
of
to save the world.
one of his defining character traits is that he likes eating chili dogs. Shut the fuck up. It's not that serious.
The human characters are never the point.
I mean, and you
Exactly.
should understand
And they're never that good
when
either.
When they take,
They're not even the point in Sonic 06.
it's like when they take the gun organization and they take it and they kind of shadow drop it.
yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
the human characters don't matter.
Yeah,
They're just here to fluff out the cast.
exactly.
And yeah.
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 You have no
I-
thoughts.
Okay.
Move on.
So whoever this is a call out. I'm making a call out on my twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch ass motherfucker.
Charlie writes a twit longer.
No, did you get that reference?
I did get that
Yeah,
reference.
okay.
Are you Sonic Kid grown up?
You freaking freaks! When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
And speaking of consequences, the consequences of you listening to the rest of this podcast means you get to hear our final thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh, transition.
Thoughts. The part
Alright.
that no one fucking cares about.
All right, who wants to go first?
Me.
All right, go for it.
Charlie.
I liked it. Thank you for coming to the Cringe Binge Podcast.
Roll the outro.
Yeah. I so basically I would don't
I'm not Lord.
touch the fucking thing. I very much enjoyed the movie, and the thing is, like, everything up until the ski meets the wedding, the ski scene meets the wedding scene, it's just like, eh. But everything after that is perfect comedy gold. So I would absolutely recommend watching this movie because it's worth sitting through the first part. And
Before we move on to this next person, I swear, we never talked about Coffee Dude.
Oh
We
yeah.
never talked about the Coffee Dude.
oh, the fucking
Are you talking about Agent Stone?
Yes.
Eggman simp.
Yeah.
Eggman Simp.
Agent Stone. That's
Eggman
what his
Simp.
name. It's not Coffee Boy. It's
don't
Agent
know.
Stone.
And fucking,
Okay,
Excuse you,
They
Jarrett.
literally call the human character Donut Lord so that people remember something about his name.
It's
Don't complain to me.
Fucking idiot sheriff deputy boy.
Ooh, Wade. Why
Oh,
do I know that?
No, not-
Why do I
not-
know that?
I don't know
Not
who
the
Agent
dumb
Stone
police
is. Is
officer,
he a
literally the
Sonic
worst part of the
character, or
movie.
Did they
Oh
just
yeah,
add
he
him
was-
in?
Yeah, blah.
The suited up coffee.
Oh yeah,
Agent
dude.
Stone.
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you. Your admiration is inevitable. That was my favorite line in the movie.
Yeah, I love Agent Stone.
Love it, love it, love it.
All right.
Okay, next person.
Oh wait, hold up. Rating and thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up. Next person.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go ahead and go. I really like this movie. There's not really much I can really say about that. I know that I had a friend of mine who had asked me if they could go see this movie, and I told him, I was like, well, the good thing about Sonic 2 is it's more enjoyable if you watch the first movie, but it's so good that if you don't watch the first movie, you can still enjoy the second one a lot.
Mhm.
And so don't let that bar you from coming to see this movie, because this movie is good. I will admit with Charlie that the first act is a little hard to get through, but once you get through the first act and you're in the second act of the movie, by golly, is it a fun blockbuster family get together, heartwarming romance movie. It's so good.
Next person.
But other than that, I my good old fashioned 9 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, and a finger up my butt.
2 thumbs up and a finger up my butt, quote unquote. Put that on the movie box.
Wait, is one of the thumbs that are up your butt?
No, it's my.
He has
pinky.
3 thumbs.
Oh,
It's like rock and roll,
Oh.
except it's
okay.
Say finger up your butt or thumb up your
Put
butt.
that on the
Finger up my
4K
butt.
disc,
Oh,
ladies
yeah,
and
'cause-
gentlemen.
The thumb isn't a finger.
So it's just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
or better yet, you just go.
it's a
like-
good movie. But you.
Put both thumbs up your butt.
Yeah, that works too. All right.
So
Next person.
all right. So I think I agree with y'all saying that Act 1 was definitely the slowest part of the movie. I was like kind of getting a little bored with it, just like how Nick's doing right now, checking his goddamn phone.
Keep going.
But I believe that the movie does what it's supposed to be, which is a fun family movie. It just references a bunch of Sonic things. It has good fan, whatever the fuck it's called, fan service.
Mhm.
And I mean, the dance sequence was just really fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And I think Tails' character, I don't really like Tails in the movie. Knuckles was good. Eggman was good. Sonic is always good. The human characters, they're not the focal point of the movie, and they shouldn't be. But if I had to give a review of the movie, it'd probably be a 6 out of 10.
Thumbs
It's
up.
good. It's good. Don't get me wrong, but there's a bunch of stuff that holds it back. Mainly the first act and the dance scene, which really just like took a nosedive, and then it went great whenever the wedding scene happened. So 6 out of 10, and 1 thumb up.
Next person.
It's so good.
Okay. Sonic 2, right? Coming from somebody who barely saw any of the first movie, and until like maybe 30 minutes before actually seeing the second movie, you do not need to have seen the first movie to enjoy the hell out of this one. Believe me. It is a little slow at the beginning, we've already discussed. The lowest low is the dance scene, just because it's like, what the hell am I watching? But it's a kids movie, so honestly, yeah,
Fucking
I can forgive it. I just
Bruno
wasn't
Mars.
expecting it, and it shocked me to my core when I saw it, and I was like, dear God, no.
Bruno Mars.
Oh
But
my gosh,
after-
it wasn't Bruno Mars.
It was Bruno Mars.
Yes, it was.
Gosh.
Uptown Funk. Anyway,
I th-
after that point, this movie just becomes like A++. Just the comedy is on point, the action is on point. Everything is just really, really genuinely fun. I feel like Knuckles was a great addition. Idris Elba did amazing. All the voice actors did amazing. Tails, I feel like, was a little bit sidelined for being that big tease for the second movie. At
well,
the end of
that's
the
what
first.
Tails is. The whole
Well, yeah,
Tails is the sideline character.
but regardless, it felt a little weird for him to be teased at the end of the first and then be kind of like third wheel to the main character and the villain in the second. But whatever. I'm genuinely hyped to see a third movie. So I would give it a solid. If it stayed the way the first half went the entire movie, it probably would have been a 6 or a 7. After that point, I think it's bumped up to an 8 for me, just because it's just genuinely a fun time.
I forgot to also mention
Thumbs up.
that I think that the music choices for some of the scenes, so they had Walk by Pantera for like 5 seconds
They did do that.
just to introduce the big robot, at the end, which I think it was kind of cool.
Coming, getting.
And then they had
Coming.
Uptown Funk, as we mentioned before, which is like, ooh, let's have like a very traditional Serbian dance, and then let's have fucking Uptown Funk. Great. Man, that was really damp wrong.
Thank you for coming to the Cringe Binge Podcast, you fucking idiots.
I still enjoyed this movie, but anyway, yeah. Thank you for listening to the Cringe Binge Podcast. I'm your host Berto with Charlie and Jarrett and Nikki.
Yeah.
Nikki. And Sonic movie, go watch it. It's a good film.
I love you.
All right.
Bye-bye.